Okay, first of all, Mahmood, present yourself.
Hello, how are you? My name is Mahmood. I'm from Iraq. I came to Turkey 2014 because of the war in Iraq. Then I start to work with Anything for a Smile 4 years ago. I start to work in Iraq 2003 after the Iraqi war. So in our city in the west of Iraq, we had a lot of families came from Baghdad running away from the war. So we established a small association, me and my friends, called Al-Siddiq Association. So I started 2003 in Iraq.
Okay.
I start to work in a Turkish association in Adana in 2014, 15, 16. Then I had one medical case in Adana. I post that on a volunteer group on Facebook. So there is one woman, called Nadine from Spain. She sent me John's number. She said, you can contact him, he's in Adana, he may help you in this case. So after I called him, he told me that we had association, but we don't have that much medical cases, but we can meet and talk. After one day, he told me that we have a team from Australia, can you help us to translate? Then I start. That's 4 years ago. So first of all, I want just to tell you just a brief things about our work in Adana. We start to work with widow and orphan children, and then we establish some medical houses for the people who came for treatment from Idlib, from the border side to Turkey. And the idea came when we meet some women sleeping on the garden of the hospital, and John asked them, why you are sleeping here? They said, we don't have any place, we don't have money to rent a hotel. So the idea came from that, you can protect women, children, and cancer children who came to Adana, because Adana is considered a central place, medical, on the southern part of Turkey. We start with a very small house for men and women. Then that house, now we have 5 houses for men and women. They came to Turkey for treatment for their children because 3 children, they have mental problem. The doctor told them that the affected of the war and some genetic problem affected the children. So the children, 3 children, Sidra, she is 14 years old. She's in a very bad condition, medical case. And the boy Mu'in, he is 12 years old. And Ghufran, she is 6 years old. The mother suffer a lot with these children because, mental, and there is no treatment for them. They just gave them kind of painkiller, that's all. And they register for another country. They may travel to Germany or another country for treatment. So we visit this family with balloonamatata, with a team came from Spain, Valencia, and we gave them some toys and just make some happiness moment with them. I start to work with United Nations in 2014. I made a course about post-trauma and how to deal with children after wars. And we made 22 courses about post-trauma for Syrian teacher in 22 cities in Turkey. There were 6,500 Syrian teachers. We gave them that courses, how to deal with the children after the war. So I start to work with UNICEF and United Nations in 2014, 2015, 2016, 3 years. Now we have a project with them. United Nations came from Gaziantep to make documentation about the cases came from Syria, any child abuse, any human rights effect in Syria, in Syrian camps, if the children didn't get their rights, learning and teaching in the school. So they came once a month to our houses, taking the new families. We have a good connection and relationship with them, and when we have any cases, want to travel or anything, they help us a lot. That project, when balloonamatata first visited us a month ago, they told us that they have a project about children and the right for children, dream to be right for them. You know, the child in everywhere in the world, they have a right. Protect children and their right to play, their right to study, and house for them. So, you know, in our association, we help a lot adult, men and women, even the cancer children. But the point that you are focusing on the toys or make them happy, it is the good idea that balloonamatata focus on this point. So I'm so happy about that project. You know, when we visit so many families, if you give them food boxes, the family will feel happy, but not children. Yeah. Because children didn't take care about rice or sugar. They don't understand that. But when you enter a house now, we see this. We visit so many children. I think 400 or 500 children we visit with that project, with you, Paulo, and Miki. So the first thing, when the children see the team enter with the toys, you can see the smile on their faces. And that's the aim of that project. So thank you very much for that nice project. So first we choose an area called Kishla in Adana, which is very near about 700 to 1 kilometer from the main hospital. So people can walk or use one bus direct to the hospital. They don't need to spend a lot of money for transportation. The house is provided in a nice way, bed, furniture, kitchen, everything. And we gave them food, we pay rent, bills. In summer we have everything, air conditioning, ventilator, and in the summer we have heaters, in the winter heaters. So we provided the house from everything. People came from Idlib in Syria, which is the areas in the war. 4 million people live in that area. You can find 600 camps inside this small area. So many diseases. So we had so many diseases. Skin cancer, blood cancer, kidney cancer, heart problem, liver problem, so many diseases came. They don't have any place here. So they came from Syria. You know the difference between the money in Turkey and Syria. If they bring a lot of money, which is equal very small amount for them in a Turkish money, they cannot rent house. And they need at least 2 months to register for Red Crescent to get little salary for them. So we have them in our houses. So now we're talking about women house. Our women house is a 2 women house, 1 3 rooms house and 4 rooms house. Now we have 17 women with their children. Most of the cases blood cancer. They came for treatment. They call us. They are in the hospital or in the garage, for example. So we help them to come to our houses. And we are dealing with some translator to help them and take them to the hospital to translate for them, the differences between language. Now we have 17 women with their children. You visit them and we made nice party. Thank you, balloonamatata, for that day. Anything for a Smile, working day and night for these children. Sometimes people calling us very late at night. We don't have any link to send it to people to register and accept or not. We just go direct, heart to heart, and help them. Yeah, if you are working as employer, you come 9 and leave 5 as the working time in Turkey, forget about a human work. It is just job. But if you want to work as a job and a human job, you must listen to everyone. You never deny anyone. Sometimes people calling us 1 at night or 2. For example, we have one child called Muhammad. He lived in our houses 2 years, and the father called me 3 at night. He said, I lost my child. I cannot switch off my phone and said, okay, take taxi and go. No, we just go to the hospital, help him and take the child to the border. In so many cases, if you are working as a human work, you must listen to anyone. You must try to help everyone. Forget about money and salary and the things that you are working. We cry a lot with these cases. And there is some side effect about ourselves. So in Turkey, there is 2 kinds of density. the regular one that managed by Turkish government and United Nations. It is little bit good with the caravans, and there is some security on the door. You cannot go inside and out without permission. But this is not enough for all refugees. So many refugees just go to the land area to work there, so they just bring small tents and put it there to live. They cannot rent a house because of the war. I mean, they have nothing, and the salary not enough. So many families, they don't get that help by Red Crescent. So in an area near Adana, which is 35 to 40 kilometers, called Tuzla, there are 9 camps in that area, big one and a small one. We visit 4 of them, the most needy camps. So a lot of families live in that tent. They came from Syria and Iraq, and they don't have income. They have a lot of children. They don't have that income to rent a house, so they went to the tent. And they suffer a lot, summer and winter. You see the street and the muddy way and the cold, children, without shoes. They have very old clothes. This is their life. It is very difficult life for them. So we use them regularly with Anything for a Smile and any team. So we help them with some blanket, heaters, food boxes, and with the Dream Project with Balloonamatata, we visit them with toys and happiness. We play with them. At least they have one day of happiness. Yeah, this another house. Cancer children live in that house, 3-floor house. So one man and one woman, and one is a kitchen and some staff for the 2 houses. In that house, there are 15 women and 9 men with their children living in that house. We gave them 6 food boxes a month from RGW, and we visit them with Balloonamatata, the Dream Project, to have fun and play with the children. That house, they have a doctor, and translator in the hospital. They help children. So anyone came, we can send him to that house. We are all working together. We can consider him house number 3, main house, and women house as well. We meet the children there. The most painful point in these houses that you used to go and visit these houses and play with the children. You came, thank you, for 1 week or 8 days, and you see the children. I think you feel in love with so many children. And when they saw John's car come to the area, they just rushed toward you to meet Spanish team. But guess we are knowing these children 2 years, and suddenly they call you, come to the hospital and take him, he's dead, take him to the graveyard or to the border for his last time. So from very beginning we are starting to work with cancer children till now. We lost 41 children with cancer. Sometimes we cannot look to our phone, see so many pictures. So we just consider them our children. We play with them. We take them to the picnic and bring them toys. And some children, they didn't see their parents. They came with mother only. They didn't see father for a long time. So some children came with father. They don't have mother here. I told one team, they visit us, anyone work with cancer children must change his heart, because it is difficult to carry all this pain. The things that make some hope, that we have some good story. Some children pass the chemotherapy problems and they are in a good situation now. Thanks God for that. But we need to continue to help, even with this old pain. Alhamdulillah. It is a very difficult question for one who working as a human work. So I will answer in English and Arabic if you want.
Okay.
So my dream, to live in peace, no war, no more blood, no more cancer children. No more refugee. That's only my dream. يعني أمنيتي الوحيدة أنه حلمي الوحيد أنه نعيش في عالم أمين سليم بدون حروب بدون مهجرين أمراض. Can you imagine how many disabled children we have during the war? How many widows we have during the war? How many paralyzed because of the sniper and shooting and killing we have? This is the reaction of the war. We don't need more war. No more blood. We ask the whole world to stop the war and keep our children. That's my dream. Hope it will be real one day.
Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
words, Mahmood.
Thank you very much.